is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Mateer. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he scores out of bounds. Big yardage to set up the set of downs.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. The 40. Inside the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And they move into the lead here in the semifinal.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the point after is right down the middle. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much in the first down play. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. The back's got it. Running with purpose. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. And the Sooners will crank up the tempo. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Looking for some space. It's Potts. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Come on, stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage.
Come
They're
on,
ready to
stop.
go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first down. That's big. They convert on third and set him up a first down from a 32.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. The defense got to be on alert here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short game.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's the stiff arm. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert of this and get their call and get ready to play.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. And we try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Caught, he's wide open, look out.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find the receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. The Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. He'll be stopped short, trying to go for the lead. They still are down one. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the 3-up. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with the 1st down of the 17.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Tigers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's caught. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
There's nothing more that helps our offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now,
breaks it on the clear. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Sooners.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try with the two-point conversion using the jumbo formation. And it's a direct snap. He gets into the end zone again. Had enough juice after the long touchdown to score on the two-point conversion.
Oh, no.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds at the 26.
Hey. What are you doing? I see you. I see you.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Defense is coming after him. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return brought down by the coverage team there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. This play is blown up. The defense all over him. The wildcat look backfires that time.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Going backwards to open up this series. Second down and 16 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Pressure is coming. Number falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Nice grab. It's Burks. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to chuck it again. He lets it rip.
Oh, that's your zone. How are you?
Right side downfield. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. He's moved the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Just gets it away, taking a shot. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their...
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. To throw, it's Mateer. Looking to scramble. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes.
Stop it.
Answering one score
Stop it.
with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff. see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner choosing to field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out at the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On the ground, it's Davidson. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Off over the middle, it's Davidson. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll leave the ball deep down that right side. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change, bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Turner trying to create good field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right.
Hey, okay.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. And this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. On the move now. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move.
Hey, that's the fuck
Can you believe that a huge game slips through his hands?
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Oh, shit.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we reach the end of three, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quick throw, testing the middle, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. A quick throw out left, complete. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Chewing clock with the running game. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. He's in the clear. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Sooners.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Lining up here in regular kickoff formation despite having just one timeout in the late going here. Surprised they're not going onside kick.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And the offense just takes a knee here. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship.